Good evening, Rust Skin enjoyers. I hope you're doing alright, because it's time for the Rust Workshop Skin Checks. It's December 26th, it's a bit late, but don't worry, I'm here to showcase to you all of these lovely looking brand new Rust Workshop skin submissions that appeared over the past weekend and as of Monday. And let me tell you, Monday was Christmas, so you've got to give some props to these skin creators. Even when it was Christmas, they wanted to make sure these skins were out and readily available, potentially for the new Rust stores. So our intention with this video is to identify any collection continuations. We're looking at this with a financial perspective. We're trying to hunt potential investments. So let's just give you a good idea. If we were to potentially see collection continuations being accepted in the upcoming Rust stores, well, typically by default we tend to see people have a bit of a spike in demand, spike in price for the pre-existing skins from the same collection. So if we do a good enough effort to figure out, okay, with the example here, Constellations Sleeping bag, well, we know we've got a whole bunch of Constellations deployable skins, don't we? There's a very good chance if this were to be accepted, the other Constellations deployable skins will go up in price. That right there looks like a perfectly fine candidate to invest into, and like I said, if that were to be accepted, you wouldn't be too surprised to notice the previous deployable skins will spike in demand, spike in price, and then we'll make some sweet, delicious looking profits. So we're going to go ahead, identify all the collection continuations, and we use the likes of scmm.app to help us visualize if it's going to be okay to jump into and invest into certain collections. Sounds good? All understood? Well, let's jump in, let's get started. But before we do so, you're probably wondering, Hedge, what's this, a followed authors list? How come you can see all of these skins perfectly displayed to you like this? Well, good sir, if you were to look in the top right corner of this video right now, you will notice that a special card has appeared. That video, if you click it, the card, it will navigate you to a video which will showcase to you the various different ways in which you can build up your own followed authors list. It's very, very useful and very handy to have set up because you're always being in the know in regards to the quality works that very likely could be accepted in the near future if you were to focus that in regards to your followed authors list. So consider watching the video and build up your own one, and we'll see what happens over the course of the next year. Right then, so before we properly take a look at the newest skins in my collection, I should point out, I don't think TGG, that German guy, has put out a collection today. Maybe he's still enjoying his Christmas period of time, I guess. Maybe Face Punch doesn't feel the need to have a collection list, a top picks list for this weekend, the final of the week. Sorry, it's the final Rust store for 2023. That's this Thursday. Maybe we're going to see a lot of old picks. I'm referencing older picks from previous collections that came out before Christmas and whatnot. So in theory, we'd call those late picks with what our terminology is. So yeah. Maybe we'll see some older skins, who knows? Maybe we'll actually see some of the skins that we've made a fuss about quite recently of last week's Rust Workshop skin checks. But at the very least, we could take a look at this newest batch and take into consideration right now. Could we potentially see these skins being accepted as an early pick for this upcoming Thursday? Or potentially next week for January Force Wipe, the first Rust store for 2024? Let's jump straight in. So, with this collection right here, if you were to look in the description of this video right now, so look down, you will see that the collection link is right there and readily available. We can go through all of these skins, whilst you yourself can look through them all yourselves. But remember, I'm only really making a fuss about the collection continuations, which of course, if you look in the description as well right now, you'll also notice that we also have chapters readily available for you to skip ahead if you are only concerned about the collection continuations. So that's all nice and readily available to you. And with that, shall we jump straight in? Shall we get started? Shall we start discussing the likes of all of these brand new deployable skin submissions? So first up, we have some rugs. What do we have right here? We have 3 rugs. First of all, we have the likes of the Welcome rug. Yes, this is a very nice piece of work, Mr. Hasheki. Not too crazy in terms of its design, but it's a very, very nice and straightforward approach if you happen to like that. Do you need it for your role-player basis? Well, consider voting yes or no. It's up to you. And don't forget, if you happen to really like a skin, you could go ahead to the comments section and offer some nice kind words. Keep those skin creators nice and motivated to keep wanting to put out very nice creative skins in the future, and well, you know, I'm pretty sure that's a good thing, isn't it? If you don't happen to like a skin, however, though, you can still comment, but be nice, concise and straight to the point. Offer some constructive criticism. I don't happen to like this colour, or the pattern around the mat doesn't really look good. You know, offer some like opinions and whatnot, because if they want to make a version 2, they'll probably incorporate what you said. So it's up to you. With that, that's the first skin for this video. Best of luck to you, Mr. Hashaki. Next up, we have Kua with his shooting range rug. Yes, do you just like shooting at your walls? Well, now we have a perfect rug for you. Yes, you're going to damage all your walls. That's not good, is it? But that does look rather cool in terms of its usage. So, like, for the past year or so, we have been seeing a lot of rug skins being produced that aren't necessarily rugs, but they're like being treated like as posters and whatnot. And that right there, perfectly fine for what it is. But, are you a fan of this? Do you really want to shoot your walls? Hey, it's a cool creative idea. So yes, this is made by Mr. Kua. And yeah, if you want to get this all nice and set up on your walls, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. We shall see what happens next. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kua. And then lastly, with the rug skins, we have our first collection continuation to discuss. This is the hay rug, and I'm not surprised to see this was accepted. So, I actually made mention of this. Ever since we had the first few hay skins being accepted, I believe we only have 2. They are Deployables, yes, yep, you can see it right there. We have the sleeper bag, and we have the hay storage. And when I saw both of these, I was like, surely we got to see like a rug skin or something. Like, people can set up their own barns on like roleplay servers and whatnot. Lo and behold, Mike on CD have gone ahead and they have basically got this all nice and produced. So yeah, you could put that on the floor. You could even put it on the wall if you really want to. I don't know if you like want to do that, but yeah, basically you can set up like a little barn base. Hopefully we get cows at some point. You could just get some of your friends to dress up in camouflage. That's not weird. No, just don't try and milk them. Anyway, so yes, this is a pretty cool looking addition. Will it cause that much of a spike in demand, spike in price with these 2 skins? I think it could still. I wouldn't put all my money into them. But if people really do like the idea of putting hay all over their floor and whatnot, I can't help but feel like the sleeping bag and the hay storage could work out quite all right. But we're definitely going to need to see more hay skins being produced to really get this collection like moving, cruising, if you get what I mean. So will it help the both of these 2 skins out? Yes. There's not actually that much quantity of both of these in the Steam market right now, if I could just quickly point that out. Yeah, there's only 49 of these at the moment, currently listed at 95 pennies. And I should also point out it's December 26th now. Post-Christmas has essentially started. I haven't noticed any insane amount of purchases recently, but I do expect it to really kick off around January time. So get a good look at that. Very nice, not too expensive. You could make a jump in there and make a couple purchases if you really want to. That's if you truly do believe the likes of the hay rug will be accepted. So if you like what you see with the likes of this, please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mike on CD. Let's now move on to the next skins. We have some lockers, some furnaces, and we have some sleeping bags. So let's go look at all of these. Alright, so this is made by Wildcat. If you look down over to here, they have like a gift showcasing the evolution of their design. And yeah, that's a very nice straightforward look, concept. Getting it all nice and built up. Yep, cool. So, would you like to see another locker skin being accepted? We've had quite a lot given to us this year, haven't we? Quite a lot. I'm not sitting there saying as if it's a bad thing, but you definitely have a lot more to choose from. And unfortunately, locker skins in general aren't exactly doing super crazy. If I just were to get a good look at that real quickly, because yeah, because we've had so many given to us this year, you might not be surprised to notice they're all currently in the negative. Not by much, though. Not by much. And very likely they will improve with the likes of January time. So we shall see. Anyway, if you like this design and if you think, yeah, I definitely would like to see that potentially being accepted in the future Rust store, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Wildcat. Next up, we have some furnace skins. Mr. Kosem has had a wonderful Christmas. He was the one who made Legacy Kevlar Tier 3. That persisted into the first Christmas Rust store. And in the first Christmas Rust store, he also got his Santa's coat being accepted. And those 3 skins, yeah, those 3 skins were the top selling skins of that week. So he is minted right now. And this man, well, he wants to get even more skins accepted. He wants a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. Maybe he'll get someone to weld them together just because he can, because he has so much profit from producing those wonderful skins. Anyway, I'm joking. Here's the minus furnace from what we can see right here. Very nice and straightforward design, very grounded. If that's something you'd like to see potentially being accepted, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kosem. Even though you've already been super lucky. Moving on. Ancient Obsidian Furnace. This is made by Selitra. Get a good look at this. Very nice and very cool. Yep. So, not sure what the full design is all about. Was this like buried and someone only just recently unearthed it? I get the feeling that's the case. A little bit of archaeology. Yep. So, if you like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for likes of the Ancient Obsidian Furnace. Best of luck to you, Mr. Selitra. Then we have the Dark Prism Furnace made by Cubist and Amateur Demmer. Let me just mute this. Let me just make it all nice and 1080p. And that's it. That's all we need to see. Nice and shiny. Very nice. Very cool. Are you a fan of this? Do you like it? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Can we get a nice nighttime pic? There we are. It doesn't look like it does. Oh, it does light up a little bit. Yeah, okay. You can see like little pink, little like appearances of lighting and whatnot. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right. So if you like it, feel free to go vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Then we have Ancient Squiggles, which I do believe is a collection continuation. Yes, quite some time back, we had the likes of the Ancient Squiggles rock being accepted. So we can go take a look at this right now. Ancient Squiggles. There we go. That took a while to load up. Right, so unfortunately, this hasn't done super crazy. I guess that's not too surprising. We did get quite a lot of rock skins accepted this year, and pet rocks are all the rage. So we got a whole bunch of animal rocks. This right here, I don't think you can call him a pet rock, but it hasn't really done much over the past year. So it's quite awkward to look at, unfortunately, based on if we were to see the furnace skin potentially being accepted, would there be an impact on the likes of this? Will it spike in demand, spike in price? Personally, I don't think so. Not really. I can't really see it happening, I'm afraid. It's a perfectly fine furnace, and I do like the pattern and the design of it, but I've never really seen that much of a massive surge in demand when a furnace skin was accepted for a collection that only consists of weapons, or rather weapon, because there's only one skin. It's just the rock, so personally I don't think that's going to magically cause the likes of the rock to go up in demand, up in price. But hey, if you still happen to like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no, and best of luck to you, Mr. Legacy. Right, so next up over here, we have the Star Sign Sleeping Bag made by Dio. Let's get a quick look at this. It does glow in the dark. Very nice, very cool. Yes, night time. There you go, glow in the dark. So it's got all like horoscopes and whatnot on it, except it's monuments and items in the game. So that's a nice little neat touch. That's pretty cool. So best of luck to you, Mr. Dio. If you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Then we have the Stone Sleeping Bag. This is made by Kaglian and Yanlar. Yep, that's it's 3D mesh. And then if we look at it a little bit up close, well, let's go to here. So yeah, it's not that too crazy of a design. It kind of like reminds me of like old yeah, no, quite literally, yeah, the gravestones. It literally reminds me of old gravestones with a little bit of like moss all over it and whatnot. Lichen, I guess that's the word to say, yeah. So, yeah, if you happen to like that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. And then we have a nice little... You got a lovely little bit of breakfast over here. Mr. WAGAN, Mr. Wagan, has produced bacon on eggs. Are you a fan of this? Do you want to get nice and greasy when you go to sleep? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. WAGAN. And then we have the Asylum Sleeping Bag made by Fresh. Now, not too long ago, didn't we get that Asylum rug skin being accepted? Am I going crazy? No, I don't think we got that accepted, did we? Did we? I'm losing my mind. I'm going to have to look up all the rug skins. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a moment here. All right. Did we get that Asylum skin? No, I was thinking of damaged tiles. I'm going crazy. Don't worry, it's a normal thing. It's a normal thing. So, with the likes of what we have here, the sleeping bag, well, not sure if I'm crazy enough to be put into it, but maybe you are. Do you need to be strapped down just so you can go to sleep at night? Well, you could give it to your friends. You could do that. So, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Fresh. Then we have a collection continuation to talk about, and it was my example from earlier. So, yes, the Constellations Sleeping Bag is here, and of course it glows in the dark. Now, let's just go remind ourselves of Constellations, because it's been a little bit weird recently. So, at the very beginning of this year, I'm talking 2023, technically a year ago, we had the Garage Door being accepted, and that was very cool. Why? Because it came out during post-Christmas. And, well, essentially, when this was accepted, both of these two door skins were up in price ever so nicely, because of course it was post-Christmas. And, well, when this appeared, these spiked in demand, spiked in price like crazy. So, for example, if you look at the double sheet metal door, look at it around at the very beginning of 2023. So right now you can clearly see it's $12. But earlier this year, well, look at that. It's slowly been climbing up in value, mainly due to the fact that we just don't really see that many sheet metal double door skins being accepted. But yeah, on January 12th, spikes in demand, spikes in price. Did it last forever? No, it did not. But it still spiked up. And if you are wise to these types of things, you'd know, all right, yeah, if I sell during here, I'd be able to get a nice quick bit of profit. Now, of course, over time, it did go up in price and it was very nice. But we need to take a look at the rest of the collection because very randomly, we saw only the Constellation small box being accepted out of this collection throughout all of this year. Let me remind you, there were many attempts for other Constellation skins, but unfortunately, we only got 2 this year. Could we potentially, for the very last Rust Draw of 2023, get a third one? Could we potentially see the sleeping bag? Oh, I should point out, we had one submitted not too long ago, about 3 months ago, so it's fine. Okay, so if a new deployable were to be accepted, if there is already a well-established deployable collection, yes, you should expect the likes of the deployable collection to spike in demand, spike in price. And we've already pointed that out based on what we saw here last year. So, yeah, everything does look like it's going to work out quite nicely. But by default, with this Constellations collection, yeah, I could still see it going up in price fairly nicely. It's a nice looking deployable collection, glows in the dark, has a cool design. I think by default it'll still go up. So if you're still looking for a nice investment, hey, consider it. It's up to you. So yeah, I'm optimistic for it. And if you happen to like it as well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Cavency. Let's see what happens next. So that's all the sleeping bags. We only have 1 large box. We have 1 wooden door. We have quite a decent amount of sheet metal doors. And then we're going to be reaching to the end with some garage doors, an armoured door, a sheet metal double door, and another double sheet metal door. So yeah, we don't really have that many skins this week. That shouldn't be too surprising. Still around Christmas time, isn't it? But anyway, let's jump in. So we have a collection continuation to talk about right here, right now. This is the Pirate Largewood box. Not too long ago with the sheet metal door being accepted, didn't we? Well, looks like Mr. 1RJ and 34633 are now considering making even more deployables. And I don't blame them. They do very well. If you can remind yourself of the Pirate collection, gentlemen, this is expected to have a very, very nice post-Christmas. Already, all the skins are basically recovered. The AK and the weapons are kind of like slowly getting up. This only recently just came out, so don't judge it right now. Yes, it's down by 20%. Give it some time, right? Give it some, let it have a bit of a warm-up. But yeah, all the core pieces, tier 3 in the positive, hoodie and pants in the positive, and even the tier 2. Yeah, that's doing very nicely. Have they gone up in price insanely? No. Are they expected to still keep rising up in price? Yes. Will the likes of the Largewood box have a massive impact on all of these skins? I don't really think so, but I've just sat here and said by default I do expect the likes of Pirate Collection to do very nicely regardless during post-Christmas. More specifically, the reason behind that is because, well, if you were to go take a look at the price that all of this costs, $35, right, that's cool. Let's go take a look at the Blackout Collection. Yes, Pirate Collection is a budget Blackout alternative. With Blackout Collection, oh my god, $200+. But then again, there's a whole bunch of weapons and whatnot. But yeah, Blackout Collection, all the clothing and armor, isn't cheap. Alright, that's not too hard to comprehend, I'm sure. So, in short, people are going to look around for something that's very similar in terms of its appearance, but a lot cheaper. And that is where the Pirate Collection comes in. So, by default, simply because of that, you're expecting the likes of Pirate Collection to go up in price regardless, because it's expected to get bought out, because not everybody can afford all of this. It's quite expensive. Just the kilt, $20. The pants are $27. Quite literally, almost. Like, if you had, like, just the hoodie and pants, you've already got something much more expensive compared to the Pirate Collection. So now you can understand. So anyway, back over to here, looking at the likes of this large box. I, by default, don't think this personally will cause the Pirate Collection to go up in price, but I can see it working out very nicely. So if this were to be accepted, yeah, it's only an extra positive. I can't see anything wrong with that. And let's just quickly point this out. I just noticed it glows in the dark. Oh, wow. Get a good look at that. Very nice. Very cool. So if you're... Why is the boat like that? Do you see that in the background? What's going on there? That's not how you park a tugboat. Right, anyway, so if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. This is looking promising. I wonder what they potentially could make next. Feel free to hop into the comments and say, hey, could you make a double door or a double wooden door or a furnace or something? Tell them. show, you know, give your opinions. All right, moving on, we have a wooden door. This is Mr. Demon's hangar wooden door, a wooden door. I'm pretty sure it said wooden door, so I'm pretty sure that's what he meant to say. Now, it's a very straightforward approach, very nice straightforward design. Is that transparent? Is that transparent? Hang on a minute. No, it's not. It's filled in. Okay, cool. Because there is a rule now. If you have any form of transparency on the skin, you have to make a note of it. Much like with glow-in-the-dark skins, you have to point out that it glows. So that's a nice, very straightforward, grounded design. If you happen to be a fan of this, feel free to go ahead and vote for Mr. Demon's hangar wooden door. Right, now we have sheet metal doors. We have Chris's old PC version 2 sheet metal door. I like that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So you got a little virus in there. Beware. If you walk into here, you might move very slowly. It still runs on Internet Explorer. So yeah, very nice, cool, straightforward design. A little bit goofy, but hey, I'm pretty sure people like the old style of PCs. So if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Chris's old PC version 2 sheet metal door, which glows in the dark. Next up, we have the Ocean Beast metal door. This is made by Oasis, Schumer, and Daltonic Graphics. Get a good look at that. Is that meant to be like a Cthulhu? I think so. It's all got like a... Yeah, I think so. It looks very otherworldly. Looks very strange. Not hating on it, just saying it's like... It's strange. So, yeah, if you happen to be a fan of that, if you happen to like Eldritch Horror, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you three. Then we have the accelerator door. Now, no, this is not a rug or anything. It's a door. It's a sheet metal door. Mr. McQuarrie, well, I guess you could sit there and say, if you open this door, you're going to run outside very fast. Oh, yes, I'm joking. That's not actually going to happen. But, yeah, it's supposed to kind of look like it's a ramp, but it's not a ramp. It's a sheet metal door. So, if you happen to be a fan of this, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. McQuarrie. Then we have the Laboratory Extant sheet metal door. I'm not sure what this gift is showcasing, but yes, get a good look at this. So, it's all taped up. You shouldn't go in there. It's a biohazard. If you walk into there, you might suffer some great, terrible illnesses, sicknesses, horrible things. So, yes, if you happen to be a fan of this, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Alex Valera's works. Laboratory Extant door. That was a very weird way I said that. Sorry, Alex. Sorry. Okay. Old Nature sheet metal door. This is made by Kizaru. Get a good look at this. Very nice and straightforward. You've got like an old ancient tree design here of all the roots and the leaves. It's all nice and green gold. Oh, yes. That looks quite quaint and enjoyable. Do you like this type of design? Are you a fan of this approach? Feel free to consider voting yes or no for the glow-in-the-dark Old Nature sheet metal door. Then we have the Elite Legion sheet metal door. This comes in 2 versions. Mr. Himmick has produced this ancient Roman shield type of design for the door. It looks quite cool. It looks pretty interesting. Doesn't glow in the dark, but then we take a look at the likes of the version 2. Very similar design. I do believe that's just a change in the colour. Yes, it is. So if you happen to like this whole presentation here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Himmick. Then we have Blackbeard's door. Get a good look at that. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. Is that a wooden door? No, it's a sheet metal door. So, yes, it looks like a wooden door, but it's a sheet metal door. Honestly, he could probably do the exact same thing on a wooden door as well. Let's see if this potentially gets accepted. So, yes, Mad Polly, that's a pretty cool looking design. Doesn't appear to glow in the dark at all, and there's no mention of it. So, if you happen to like this design, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Mad Polly. There we have garage door, starting off with GBG and Kit's Dragonfire garage door. That looks very cool. That looks very cool. Glow in the dark. Very nice. Very nice. So yes, do you like dragons? Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for this very nice glow in the dark garage door right here. Best of luck to you two. Then we oh, hang on a minute. This is a continuation. I didn't realise. Oh no. Do you know what then? We will save you for last. I didn't realise that. I'm going to have to make a correction in my list. Typical, Hedge, typical. All right then, so this is Mr. Chillag's garage door right here. It's the Rune Guardian garage door. He hasn't got a video. I can't show off a video because he didn't make one. Chillag, where's your artistry? You are very good at producing videos. You've got to keep doing it. I like to show them. Right, so it's got a very cool looking demonic face right at the front, and at night it does glow in the dark. If you'd happen to like a garage door like this, like as you open it, it's like walking into a new realm. Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Chillag. Right, now we can talk about this. So yeah, I didn't realise instantly, but yeah, Little Ranger, Grimo Katarina, they're back again with the UAP Pilot Collection. We got a stained glass garage door of our alien friend right over here. Now, why doesn't he have black eyes? But he was supposed to have black eyes. What's going on here? Where's the trend? Okay, anyway, so yes, we got ourselves a new potential UAP Pilot Collection skin. It is a well-established deployable collection, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. UAP Pilot Collection is a bit of a weird one. Why? Because all the skins have very low quantity. 44, 35, 24, and then there's the satchel charge. We're just not going to bother looking at the satchel charge. That's its own problem, don't worry. But looking at these deployable skins, I was fussing about this months ago. Why are you fussing about it, Hedge? So basically, throughout all of their existence, they've had very low quantity. And it was low enough to the point where I was like, yeah, this is a little bit out of place. This looks a little bit odd. So now that we're trending into the likes of the post-Christmas times, throughout all of, like, you know, the rest of this month and, of course, during January and whatnot, could you see this potentially getting bought out? Because, number one, doesn't look like it's going to be too hard to do. Hardly any quantity. It's very well spread out. No resistance. You look at the likes of the furnace over here. Basically the exact same thing. It's cheaper, though. Very cheaper. But all spread out. Not much quantity. So if you were to see the likes of this garage door being accepted, guys, I can't help but feel like, yeah, those deployable skins very likely will get bought out, and because hardly any of them exist, or rather hardly any of them are listed on the Steam market, I can expect them working out very nicely. I can expect them having a bit of a spike in price. So, what do you think? Do you reckon we'll get some more? Do you reckon we'll get some more alien skins? Do you believe? Do you truly believe in them? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you too. And yeah, it's up to you what you do next. But I did point out these are very low quantities and they have next to no resistance. If there were to be a buyout, that's going up in price pretty easily and there's no stopping it. So very nice, very cool, but we got to move on. So best of luck to you two once more. We have the likes of the Incandescence Armour door over to here, made by Kavahu. Get a good look at this. We got a nice GIF. It's always nice when we have a GIF. Showcases a whole lot more, and I don't have to fuss about showing off all the pictures. So let's just get a quick look at this. Alright, very nice, very cool. So if you happen to be a fan of the Incandescence Armour door that glows in the dark, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Kavahu. We'll see what happens next. Haven't had an Armour door skin in a while, have we? Not to my knowledge. No, we haven't, since like Halloween. Let's just quickly remind ourselves. So, Armour door, por favor, gimme. And was I correct? No, of course, the Brutalist Armour door. Duh, that wasn't even that long ago. You're an idiot, Hedge. I know, I'm sorry. Right, so best of luck to you, Mr. Kavahu. Right, then we have the sheet metal double door of the Insulation collection. So, Vladimir and hello. For the past few weeks, they've been putting out some Insulation door skins. Haven't had one accepted yet. Still trying. We'll see what happens here. But if you happen to want a transparent, yes, you can see through those that little portion right there, see both of them? They actually see through. If you would like to have a transparent sheet metal double door skin, potentially in the future, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for, I can't get out of this, sorry, for the Insulation metal double door. Then we have the likes of continuation of a skin that was technically accepted, but then wasn't accepted. So basically, I'm sure many of you are fully well aware of the Industrial Bloodgate garage door. Yes, it was going to be accepted. It was going to appear in the Rust store for the January 4 swipe of 2023, but it did not happen because it had too much transparency. It was ridiculous. Now, I wouldn't be surprised in 2 days' time we actually see that brand new version of the garage door being accepted, which was produced last week. So, I'm sure many of you are aware, remember this? Doom garage door, that's the one with all the transparency, but last week these two garage doors were submitted. Wouldn't be surprised if these are going to be accepted, not sure which one, but I wouldn't be surprised if either. So, that would most likely be a case of, sorry about what happened with here, we're just going to accept these ones instead. But at the end of the day, that's fine, I guess. But with what we have here, in the further future, could we potentially see the likes of a Industrial Bloodgate sheet metal double door? I look forward to it. I wouldn't say no. So, yeah, there's only so much I can show. If you happen to like it, feel free to vote yes or no. But I can assure you, this does not have transparency, and it does not glow in the dark. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Robstar. And guys, that's a wrap. That was all the deployables for this week. So, out of all the deployables that we just showcased to all of you, which of them was your favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon has the best potential chances of potentially being accepted in a future Rust store? Feel free to comment down below. And, yeah, that's basically it. That was all the deployables. So I'm just going to take a real quick break here, and then we're going to move on to likes and talking about weapons and tools. Right. So, shall we get started? We have some rock skins to discuss. Yes, at the very beginning right here, we have rocks, we have grenades, and we have a hammer. So first up, with the likes of the weapons and tools, we have the package from the moon rock. Yes, it's quite clearly written right here on this little patch right here. Oh yes, very nice. Very cool. Did it come wrapped up? Oh yes, indeed it did. It's all nice and vacuum sealed. So, Danielson, very nice goofy little idea here. What's this bit of writing we see here? The design of this skin is made in a very minimalistic way. The source of inspiration for creating this skin were sales receipts, various types of postal invoices, where everything is orderly. There is nothing superfluous. It's a wrapped up ball. I don't know, sound mean, but yeah, okay, that's totally fine. So if you happen to like the package from the moon rock, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Danielson. Right, next up we have the black hole rock. This is made by Keka. Get a good look at this. That's a very nice, cool looking indigo pattern design there. That does look very nice. Very, very nice and shiny, yes. Do you reckon you'd like to see that being accepted? Does it glow in the dark? Apparently, very faintly. I'm not sure if you can see that perfectly, but like I said earlier, if you look in the description of this video, you'll see the collection to all of these skins. Scroll down and take a look at this black hole rock yourself, because if you look very carefully, it basically has like a glitter, glow in the dark shine. So, I mean, that's cool. That is cool. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Keka. If you happen to like what you see, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Then we have a white seal rock. So you know how literally just a little bit earlier when we looked at another rock, the ancient Squiggles rock, we pointed out and said, yeah, we've been getting a lot of pet rock skins throughout all of this year. Well, gentlemen, could you say no to this cute little fella over here? He's all so cute and cuddly, and wouldn't you just want to hold him in your hands and bash his head in against rocks? Yes, Canadians are going to be very happy for this one, if it were to be accepted. So, yes, do you like what you see here? Is it nice, cute and cuddly? Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for the white seal. Best of luck to you, Mr. Rotten Man. Right, iceberg grenade. This is not a collection continuation, but it's something we should bring up. Grenade skins. How many of these actually exist? Not many. I think we only have 4. And was he correct? Yes, that's it. The last one to be accepted was back in 2017. That is, that's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, I get the feeling Facepunch just isn't very keen on them. But, you know, it couldn't hurt to have another one. We recently, with the likes of Christmas, last week had the first ever halter neck and skirt skin being accepted after 6 years. What's to say now in regards to a grenade skin? Now, some of you might point out and sit there and say, well, I don't want to skin a grenade when it's going to explode. Fair enough, I'm not too surprised, but at the end of the day, as I also just pointed out, we have hardly any options available. So, it's up to you what you do, but feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no if you happen to like this. Best of luck to you, Mr. Shaft. Then we have a hammer skin. This is the hammer boy. Get a good look at this. It's like a cuboid boy. It's got the feet in the back. Oh, it's basically a typical raider. All right, that's cute. That's nice. That looks very cute, yeah. Smash his head in with the hammer. Okay, so this is made by Papa Carl. If you happen to like this design, if you're a fan of it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. So that was the hammer skin. We're going to go take a look at the likes of a bow skin. Some revolvers, got a sap, got a python, yes, got a couple pythons, so let's roll. Let's start talking about the likes of the ninja bow. So, not too long ago, we did have the likes of the Ninja AR being accepted, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. That Ninja AK47 is the top-selling AK47 skin that exists. So, 45,000 bare minimum sales, basically. And right now, currently sitting on the Steam market at about $2.50. Could this potentially go even higher? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all if that potentially happens. So this is actually a recent addition. This came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but loads of people seem to like it. I mean, it sold a ridiculous amount. It's the top-selling AK-47, but it's very surprising to see only 67 of these on the Steam market at the moment. So by default, with the likes of post-Christmas now happening, I wouldn't be surprised if this potentially goes up a fair bit in price. So I can't help but sit here and say, by default, this is probably looking to be a perfectly fine investment by itself. That's up to you with what you do with that information, but it seemingly has gone up in price a fair bit recently. It does look like some people did buy out some stock. We shall see if it sticks with like this or potentially goes even higher. But, you know, I've made yourself aware of this now. What you do with that information, it's up to you. But with the likes of a bow skin, will it cause the likes of the Ninja AR to go up in price? By default, I don't think so. I think we're going to need a lot more skins. Now, then there's also the case of weapons and tools collections. If we have a collection that only consists of weapons and tools, by default, it's not going to work out very well. It tends to work out very badly, unfortunately, but that is the case, and I am here to talk to you in regards to the financials. I've got to make sure you're prepared for these things. But as I said, I can't help but feel like the bow could give this a bit of a boost. And if we do get a nicely well-established collection of ninja skins, I think it could do very well. It could, but we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, we do need to see a lot more. Now, I should point out, we've had the likes of Redemption Collection and Chameleon Collection come out during the likes of 2023, and they worked out very nicely, but they are very nice and shiny collections. Do you reckon Ninja, being basically full matte black, do you reckon that would still work out very nicely? We do have the Blackout Collection, but that's quite expensive. We saw that earlier, didn't we? So, choices. At the end of the day, this is just a bow skin. So, would the likes of that independently cause the likes of the AK to go up in value? I don't think so. But post-Christmas is literally just around the corner. So, by default, still expects to go up. So, best of luck to you, Mishka and Svonspa. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Alright, now we've got some revolvers. Mr. PYH has produced the Gold Eclipse revolver right here. I do like myself a revolver. We don't see many of them being accepted every year, and that of course leads to them being very nice, reliable investments by default. So, very cool looking shiny golden skin right here. Do we have a nice aim down the sight image? Somewhat. It's a normal iron sight. So if you happen to like what you see here, do you need more golden guns in your hands? Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. PYH. There we have the Crazy Creatures revolver made by Lysaint and Cobra. Get a good look at that. Right, so it's a nice goofy little like doodle design. I like the crocodile the snake. That's cute. I like this. This is a cute little... Oh, hang on a minute. Aim down the sight. What do we see here? That's a bit wacky. That's... he's staring at you. Now, it's got a very nice bright orange aim sight right there. That should do pretty good in basically every environment. Maybe not the desert, but then it gets a fair bit bright and very, like, strong orange. I feel like that still would stand out quite right. So, with what we see here, if you happen to like it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Lysaint and Cobra. Next up we have FaZe with his Winter Ops semi-automatic pistol. This is the only image that we have. If you'd like to see another pistol skin being accepted, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, FaZe. There we have Python skins. Mr. Eros has set up his high voltage collection. Could this potentially be the first skin to be accepted? It's the high voltage Python. Yep. Python, not revolver, it's a Python. But this also comes in a second version. We also have the likes of the version 2. Wow. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Straightforward design. Not too wacky. It does have electricity inside it, though. It will bolt you to death. It's like a taser. Laser. Taser bullets. Why did I say laser? Ah, never mind. I completely butchered this. Well, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Eros. Now we have a very nice purple approach. Mr. 1SQ with his... how do I say this? Neocosmo Python. Get a good look at that. So... I'm looking at this and kind of thinking, oh, it's kind of like Amethyst. I don't think that is the intention. I'm not sure. But overall, it's a nice, bright purple design. Aim down the sight. What do you see? Useful purple aim sight. Basically good for any environment. So yeah, overall, that's actually looking to be a perfectly fine looking Python skin. So if you're a fan of that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. 1SQ. Then we have the Soul Eater Python, which of course is a collection continuation. So aim down the sight, what do we see? Is it a useful red aim sight? No, it's just a straightforward was it like grey? Yeah, it's just a normal grey. So, fairly recently, we've had a decent amount of Soul Eater weapon skins being accepted. We can go take a look at that. So not too long ago, it started off with the likes of the Revolver. Then we got a SAR, I believe. Was it a SAR? We're about to find out. And I was, in fact, correct. That Soul Eater Revolver's doing very good, I do believe. Look at that. Wow. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed, chat? Huh? Huh? Soul Eater SAR, unfortunately, is suffering, though. So, by default, if you were to see a Python skin being accepted with the likes of those two weapon skins instantly go up in demand and up in price, no, not really. Python's totally fine. Revolver is totally fine. So this guy right over here, he's totally fine. He independently will be doing all right, and potentially even better. Revolvers, in the early game, they're very nice and approachable. Most beloved tier 1 weapon, I do believe, and they get a lot of usage, high gun demand. So of course there's a high demand to use the likes of skins on them, therefore higher priced skin prices and whatnot. So basically overall, independently that's fine, but the likes of the SAR, unfortunately, we've had a whole bunch of SAR skins being accepted this year, and only a few standout ones are doing all right at the moment. That right there, unfortunately, is one of the ones that went down all the way close to $1. There's a very likely chance that this went below $1 at some point. Would the likes of a brand new Python honestly help these two out? No, not really. By default, when a collection only consists of weapons and tools, it's not going to work out right. Unless you're special like Redemption or Chameleon. So, yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But at the end of the day, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Delarize Soul Eater Python. Right, now we can scroll down a little bit more. We have the likes of some MP5s. We have a pump shotgun. I accidentally clicked twice on that one. Yes, I did. Right, so we've got some LR300s. Oh, I scrolled down a little bit too much. Then we have some AK47s. There's always loads of AK47s. Always loads of AK47s. All right. What is that doing? Oh, it's a rocket. I thought it was a double barrel. All right, no worries. I got a little bit confused there. Right, so here is the black-white MP5, and it does have some transparency. This is made by Confusion. Get a good look at this. Very straightforward design. Looking at that, very nice and useful. Yes, 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 yes. So that's got a nice little aim sight there, doesn't it? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Do you like what you see here? Is this what you need in your life? Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Confusion's black-white MP5 with a bit of transparency. Oh, yes, indeed. Then we have the Toucan, the Toucan MP5. A Toucan, you say? Yes, look at that. That's probably one of the most goofiest skins I've seen in a long time. Do you like Toucans? They have like banana beaks. It's pretty funny. So yeah, this is made by Kelmer Legend, I Am Nui, and Barurik. You can see a little gif here showcasing how they designed it, how it all fleshed out. Very nice, very cool. Very colourful. Aim down the sight, what do we see? It's a useful red aim sight. So if you're a fan of this, if you really like the likes of Toucans, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And best of luck to you three. We shall see what potentially happens next. Right, then we have the pump shotgun to showcase. This is made by Fuff. It's the Space Marauder pump shotgun version 2. So far this year, I think we've had 2. Was it 3 pump shotgun skins being accepted? Yeah, I think we've had 3. So, you know, triple the amount that we had the year before. Do you reckon we could potentially see one being accepted just before the end of this year? Well, maybe this could be the one. If you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Mr. Fuff's Space Marauder pump shotgun version 2. Then we have LR300 to talk about. This is Mr. Hessiam's Sparta LR300. There's not many images to look at, so get a good look at this. Sparta, I will point this out, you do need to have an aim down the sight image. That is a necessary thing that you have to follow. Make sure you do that in the future. Make sure you always add an aim down the sight image. So if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Hessiam. Then we have the LR300 Black Camo version 2. Do we have an aim down the sight image here? Please, please, please. Where is that? There we go. Perfect. That's what we needed. Right. So it's basically all nice black camo design. I was about to say, where is it? Oh, it was hidden. No, it's just a back screen for a minimal amount of time. So very nice, straightforward, grounded design. Do you like what you see here? Is this something you like to see being accepted into the game? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Mr. Verona's Black Camo LR300. And maybe, just maybe, it starts off another weapon collection for Mr. Verona to work on. Oh yes, he's been very successful over the past few years. Then over to here, we're now moving on to likes of the AK-47s. Mr. Drugvlad has produced this AK-47 wrap. Get a good look at that. That's a nice little showcase of the gift, showing the evolution of the design. Very nice, very cool. If you like graffiti, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for the AK-47 wrap. Get a good look at that one more time. And we're done. So best of luck to you, Mr. Drugvlad. Oh no, his name is Dragvlad. Alright, so he was called Drugvlad, but now he's Dragvlad. Whatever. Taxi on the beach. Taxi on the beach. First of all, let's aim down the sight. What do we see? Perfectly straightforward black aim sight. This is made by Jeeba. Get a good look at that. Taxi! Right. So, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Jeeba. Then we have the Blackstone AK-47 made by Jimmy Judeski and Noel Futt. Get a good look at that. Get a good look at that. Very nice. Straightforward design. Nothing too wacky. Fairly grounded with its approach. Aim down the sight. What do you see? A useful, straightforward black design. Nothing wrong with that. Should be good for most environments. So if you happen to like the AK-47 Blackstone, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Then we have the Skull Force AK-47, get a good look at this, made by Sean Mick and Ari Spector. They have produced a nice little GIF here, so get a good look at that. Alright, so, very cool looking design on the back, or on the side really. It's on his back, but it's also on the side. Yeah. Do you like this? Are you a fan? Do you think you'd like to see that potentially being accepted in the near future? Well, you're going to need to go ahead and vote yes or no if you happen to be a fan. So, quick look at the aim sight. What do we see? Cute little face, yellow aim sight. Gentlemen, if you like this, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to Sean Mick and Ari Spector. Right, then we have the AK-47 Tinsmith made by Xenon. Get a good look at this. Aim down the sight. What do you see? Perfectly normal black aim sight, I believe. It seems to have a bit of a bluish tint, but same point still remains. So, yeah. This is looking pretty cool. If you happen to like this design, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Xenon. Then we have the Claymade AR. This is made by Vase and Lynx. So, mostly coloured green. Very nice. Clay 5.56 assault rifle. Wow. Get a good look at this. Aim down the sight. What do you see? Useful red aim sight. So, yep. If you feel the need to have a brand new green AK-47 being accepted to the game, well, you could consider showing your support. Please consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you two. Then we have the Steampunk AR. This is made by Say Chains and Wet QA. Get a good look at that. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't think this is the first attempt for like a steampunk design for an AK-47. I'm going to have to go far back quite some time. But, yeah. I don't think we've had one accepted is the point I'm trying to get across. But if this is the one for you, if you think this is definitely what I'd like to see in the near future, well, feel free to go ahead and consider voting yes or no. Best of luck to you two. We have to move on. Then we have the Bone Hunter AK. This is made by Anafen. Get a good look at this. So, to the side, that has a lot of bloody decoration. With all the bones situated all around it and whatnot, that does look very gruesome, but also very cool. Yes. So, if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Anafen. Then we have the Carbon AK-47. This is made by Upor. So this comes in two versions. This is the very nice, straightforward, matte black carbon design with the likes of a useful red aim sight. But the version 2, what is different here? What is different here? Oh, hang on a minute. Is this with and without stock? What is it? What is it? It doesn't tell me. I think this is one with and without stock. I'm going to assume that is the case. So, if you happen to like this very nice, straightforward but grounded approach, the very nice, cool-looking design of this AK-47, well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for the Carbon AK-47 produced by Upor. Then we have the Ink Dragon AK, which, of course, is a continuation that we need to discuss. So, let's go ahead and get a good look at this skin real quickly, and then we'll discuss the, what was it? It was a pump shotgun that was accepted not too long ago. Right. Ink Dragon, where art thou? You are simply a pump shotgun, I believe. And you weren't accepted that long ago, were you? So, come on. There we go. There we are, Ink Dragon Pump Shotgun. This is the only skin they've had accepted, I do believe. Come on, Come on, don't play games with me. Here we go. Right, so only 35 of these in the Steam market at the moment, just over $2. It's already in the positive. If we were to see the AK potentially being accepted, with this spike in price, I could see a few sales happening, but a few sales would probably have a bit of an impact, but you got a 10 quantity there. Will this rise up in price over the course of post-Christmas? Well, we don't really have that many pump shotgun skins in general, do we? If we take a look at all of them, 30 exist. And yeah, quite a lot of them are quite steadily in the positive. Maybe people feel the need to consider looking at the cheaper options. We shall see. But by default, if you were to see the likes of... oh, that still exists. Sorry, didn't mean to have that still there. If you were to see the likes of the Ink Dragon AK47 being accepted, I don't think it's going to have that much of a massively insane impact on the likes of the pump shotgun. So personally, I would sit here and say just avoid it. But yeah, you can still jump in if you really want to. I just personally wouldn't go for it. Right, then we have the Black Gold L96. This is, of course, another collection continuation to discuss in regards to the Black Gold collection. So this was produced by Bad Trip, Mama and Hulk. Let's go get a good look at this. Let's go get a good look at the Black Gold collection. How's that holding up? So you know earlier when I mentioned the likes of the Pirate collections doing very well, it's the cheapest budget budget blackout alternative. Well, the one that used to be the cheapest budget blackout alternative. Oh no, that's Dragon Rage. Oops, I got mixed up. Oh, I almost made a big mistake there. Well, you know what? This is considered to be another cheaper alternative, but it's also quite expensive. Yeah, it is quite expensive. But yeah, would we see the likes of all of this spike in demand, spike in price if we were to see the L96 being accepted? No, not really. No. And I do believe this is the second attempt. Yes, you can see it right there. So, overall, sure. Oh, I yawned a little bit there, sorry. Not in regards to the skin. I just want to point that out. I'm just tired. It's Christmassy time and I've been eating a lot of food and whatnot. So, yeah, with the likes of what we have right here in front of us, I don't imagine it's going to have that much of an impact on the collection it's part of. However, it would be a welcome addition. Oh, we just clicked all of it by mistake. So if you happen to like this design, if you feel you're in the need to get more L96 skins, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you three. And the final weapon/tool skin to show off for this video is Jessen's Pipeliner Rocket Launcher. Yes, get a good look at this. It's very, very, very destructive. Keep an eye on that base for for as long as you happen to own it. So yes, the walls might come tumbling down. So yeah, it's not too wacky in terms of its design. Fairly straightforward. And if you happen to like that, if you happen to appreciate that, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Jessen. And so that's everything in regards to the weapons and tools. We just went through all of them. Which one of those was your most favourite? Which of these skins do you reckon has the best potential chance in potentially being accepted in a future Rust store? Feel free to comment below. We're going to take a real quick break and then we're going to move on to the final portion of the skins, clothing and armour. Right. So, here we are with the likes of some underpants. Then we've got some jacket skins. Oh, do you know what? I actually skipped ahead. I missed these. Oh, no. Oh, no. We should have started off with the cursed poncho and bandana. Yes, this is made by Zinc and Gunya. I lost my tongue. Sorry about that. I have lost my tongue. Cursed bandana and cursed poncho. This is made by Zinc and Gunya, as I've already said. Get a good look at this. Very nice. Bit spooky, do you reckon? I guess a little bit, maybe. But if you like the design, if you're a fan of this, well, I guess you can't say no to some more interesting looking primitive skins. Anarchy symbol, skull face, hey? Looks pretty cool, So like I said, if you're a fan of it, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. But, you know, that choice is up to you, so best of luck to you two. Right. Underpants beanie hat. Mr. Ishvik has a very silly idea. And he needs your approval. Would you like to wear underpants on your head? Please consider the idea. So at the end of the day, it's just very silly and very goofy, but maybe that's perfectly fine with the likes of you. If you'd like to see that potentially being accepted, you know what to do. Feel free to hop in. Feel free to go vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Mr. Ishvik. Let's see if that could get accepted. Then we have some jacket skins to showcase. This is Multi-R Hat Boris and Marco's Nature Collector Jacket. Get a good look at this. It's like a bear skin, but all this like extra coloration and whatnot. Is this like a shaman? I think this is like a shaman jacket, which at the end of the day is a pretty cool looking. It's a pretty cool looking skin, and the whole theme of shamans isn't exactly like super insane, so quite unique in terms of its theme. So if you happen to like what you see here, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for these two's Nature Collector jacket skin. Right, but we have a contender, and it's the Hardsuit Jacket. So for a very, 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 very long time, we waited for the Tier 2 Hardsuit Tier 2 skins to be accepted. It took half a year. I think it took longer than that. But yeah. What are the odds that this takes forever to appear potentially in a Rust store? I don't fully know, but I will point here and sit here and say we've been receiving a lot of jacket skins this year. Are we likely to see even more? Who knows? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But this is a collection continuation, so let's go get a quick look at the likes of the Hardsuit collection, because effectively, with all the core pieces, it has wrapped up. But with the likes of a jacket skin, people would still probably appreciate that. Why is that? Well, you know, you can't always be wearing Tier 3, and you can't always be wearing Tier 2. Maybe a jacket skin could fill the void. More specifically, in likes of the snowy, cold Arctic environments. So the choice is up to you in regards to that. Now, the recent Tier 2, it's actually doing quite alright. Kilt's doing perfectly fine. The other pieces, But then again, when you look at all of the pieces, It's a little bit awkward. But yes, I could still imagine a bit of a spike on spike on price. That has happened before when a jacket skin's been accepted. So, if anything, if you still own some Hardsuit skins, you know, you should still probably wait until around January to sell them. But with the jacket skin, if that were to be accepted, yes, it should potentially have a bit of a bump. And that's another time where you'd want to consider selling. Because initially, loads of people jump in, and then it slowly goes down in price afterwards. That's normal with the hypes that we see. So, best of luck to Mr. Shedmon with his Hardsuit jacket. We shall see what happens next. If you happen to like it, please consider voting yes or no. Alright. Then we got some hoodie and pants. 2 sets. We got some Tier 2. And I realised I got these in the wrong order. Alright, don't worry, I can patch that afterwards. Right, so first of all, we have the likes of the winter camo hoodie and pants. Get a good look at this. Very nice, cool, straightforward looking approach. Would you say no to some more white clothing and armour? I don't think you could say no. It's pretty appreciative, isn't it? So, with the likes of this, do you like what you see here? Are you a fan? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. It's up to you. Best of luck to you, Mr. Viduka. And if that were to be accepted, potentially on the horizon, we'll have a brand new collection to look forward to. Many new core pieces. Then we have the likes of the Cobalt HZS20 hoodie and pants. So this one's a little bit of an awkward one to say. That for sure is true. But yeah, get a good look at the design. Are you a fan of this? It's not fully white, but it's mostly white, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people could appreciate this. Maybe, potentially. So this is made by Dark Schneider and Zed Skipper. Yep. Do you like what they produced? Feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. And if you don't, well, remember, you can always offer some constructive criticism if you really wish to do so. Right, so that's out of the way. Let's now bring up the likes of these. We're going to talk about this first, then we'll talk about the Arctic Skull. So Skull Hunter Tier 2, it's a very straightforward approach made by Frog. Nothing too wacky, nothing too insane. Perfectly fine for what it is. Do you want to be Bones? Well, consider voting yes or no. For likes of Mr. Frog's Skull Hunter Tier 2 armor. Best of luck to you, sir. Now we can talk about this. So, this is the Arctic Skull collection with another attempt at the Tier 2. Over the past year or so, we've been seeing a lot of weapon skins being accepted. But what about the likes of, other bits and pieces? Well, unfortunately, I don't think we've been seeing that many of them being accepted recently. But I can imagine all of these weapon skins are going to have a pretty interesting future ahead of them, more specifically in the recent future, or I don't know how to pronounce that properly, but you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, with the likes of comics collection skins selling ever so highly, people are going to have to consider, at these prices, do I want to offer this much money for the likes of a comics weapon skin? Alternatively, they could look at the likes of the Arctic Skull SAR, for example. So let's just kind of get this in your head. If I were to click this, show it on the Steam market, this is selling for how much again? Just over $2. That's cool, that's nice, that's perfectly fine. Only 52 of them on the Steam market. Very well spread out, but here's the main point I'm trying to get across to all of you. With the likes of the comics SAR, and, well, all comics weapons in general, they're all pure white. And that does get appreciated by many people in general, more specifically the people running around in full whiteout. So if we could just go to the SAR right here, there's hardly any stock of this SAR. Hardly any stock of this SAR currently. With 16, only 16. This is now pushing up to about $15. Welcome to post-Christmas. It's trending upwards ever so nicely these past few months. But this is $15 almost. Can everybody afford that? No, not really. But you know what? As a cheaper budget alternative, they could look at the likes of the Arctic Skull, mostly white. So it's mostly white, so it should still be fine. It's a lot cheaper and much more affordable. So yeah, wouldn't be surprised if this gets picked away. This should be pretty cool. But we're here to talk more specifically about if we were to see Tier 2 armor being accepted, could all of these go up in price a fair bit? Well, the fact that it's post-Christmas, I actually could. I wouldn't go all in on the likes of the submachine guns, for example, but overall, I could see it working out quite alright if we were to get some armor being accepted, which you can see right here. So, at the end of the day, what do you personally think? Would you like to see this being accepted? Do you reckon it'll work out alright? Do you reckon it's perfectly fine camouflage for the Arctic snowy area? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. Best of luck to you, Alloy and Hook. And then lastly, we have this Tier 3 armor piece right here. This is the trash face mask and chest plate. And it kind of looks like he's got massive buck teeth, like a gopher. I'm so sorry, but it does. Oh dear. Well, I mean, yeah, what are you going to do? At the end of the day, it's a bit of a goofy, silly design made by Slivkey. If you happen to like what you see here, people, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no. But you might have noticed something. Yeah, this face mask has a face, but it doesn't have a top. It doesn't have like a hat on the head. Quite special. So very recently, we did see the likes of the Legacy Kevlar Tier 3 being accepted. That did not have any facial mesh, did it? Well, whereas this one has the facial mesh, but just no back. So that's a bit goofy. By default, if you do wear this skin, you will be bald. That does happen. Yes, I hope you enjoy that. Do you want a skin that's going to make you bald? Well, feel free to go ahead and vote yes or no for Slivkey's Trash Tier 3 armor. And with that, that was the final skin for all the clothing and armor pieces. More specifically, it's the final skin in my collection of skins. So it was a short video this week, wasn't it? Because there just wasn't that many skins submitted. Only 77. Loads of people most likely enjoying their Christmas time off. So they probably didn't feel the need to rush to jump back in and whatnot. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, I should just kind of point this out. If you happen to be a skin creator who skin wasn't mentioned here, if you are someone who's been around for a very long time and have frequently been in the likes of top picks lists set up by TDG with his collections, feel free to message me. You could even write in the comments, hey, Hedge, you missed me. Also, consider posting a link to your skin. And yeah, we can bring it up when I showcase the Abnormal Barders video tomorrow. Yes. So yeah, sorry about that. My apologies. But yeah, there wasn't that many skins. I'm pretty sure I caught everybody. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Compare this to last week, which was hardly anything as well. Overall, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to have. I've got to find my head. There is, yeah. So these past 2 weeks did not have that many skins. 77 skins here, and 77 skins here as well. So, yeah. How many skins do you reckon we potentially might see being accepted for the last Rust Store of 2023? I'm not really sure. Maybe it could be a big one. Maybe they don't feel the need to do a big one because they just had 2 Christmas Rust Stores, which, by the way, is doing quite all right. Not insanely, but it's doing all right. Like, week 2 has been a lot weaker compared to week 1, but that's not too surprising. That's like a normal trend. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, what I did mention earlier is I wouldn't be surprised if some of the skins that are submitted before Christmas very likely could be accepted as well. Like, don't be surprised to see some late picks, maybe even some extra late picks. But we do still have a reasonable batch of skins that are available. I'm just not sure what's going on with TGG. I thought he had to have a top picks list out by today, but evidently no. So maybe he's taken a break until the new year. Who knows? Who knows? At the very least, you have both of these collection links that you can take a look at. So this was last week's, and this is, of course, this week's. The skins that we just went through today. Cool. Understood. Very nice. Very cool. Is there anything else I feel the need to bring up? I could bring up the likes of post-Christmas now effectively taking place. Yes, during the likes of December 26th to usually the end of January the following year, we tend to see all skins having a nice increase in demand and increase in price. Why is that? Because the player counts are improving. Many returning people have appeared. So if I could just quickly go over to here, show the Rust Steam charts. Yeah, it's been pretty good today. Not insane, but it was pretty good. Now, over the course of the rest of this week, we very likely will start to see the player count slowly, gradually increase in, overall. But more specifically, when we get to January Force Wipe, I'm expecting a lot of people returning. I'm expecting a lot of people jumping in. And with that, I'm expecting many skin prices to peak up ever so nicely. So over on my Twitter over here, I have been recently making a bit of a fuss. I have a nice, very short video right here explaining everything in, very generally. But I do have a much more in-depth video just over here. So if you're interested in regards to post-Christmas and how you might want to approach it or whatnot, I have an hour-long video right here. Hey, at the end of the day, this was a shorter video, so you could you can definitely dedicate some extra time looking at likes of this video, or more specifically, a very specific part, because of course, yet again, I do have chapters. So if something is interesting to you, feel free to skip to that, or consider watching the whole video if you'd like. So that's it. Yeah. It is looking to be pretty cool. And keep an eye on my Twitter, because I do try my best to point out interesting details in regards to what's going on the Steam market at the current time. With the likes of this, it was a great showcase of saying, hey, just because it has a lot of listings doesn't necessarily mean there's going to be a whole bunch of them that's going to struggle. As you can see here with the likes of the Redemption MP5, if you have an extension to be able to see a lot more listings, you'd notice that whilst this has about 120 quantity right here, the vast majority of it is actually above $7, which is quite significantly higher compared to 4. And just me looking at the likes of the Kiss AR, because of course we have been noticing that the likes of this was bought out and the price has been increasing, and that is essentially what we're expecting for all skins over the course of the next few weeks. So that's it. That was it. I had a nice, straightforward, nice talk. I hope you you enjoyed it. But over the course of the next few weeks, I am expecting a lot more skins to start appearing, and I am keeping an eye out for newer skin creators. If you're a much newer skin creator, please understand, I like to keep track of everybody. I need to see if you're consistent, because if I just start following everybody, I'm going to run out of spots of people I can follow. That is a rule. You're only allowed to follow up to 250 people on Steam. Bit awkward, yes indeed. So I'm a bit restricted, so I have to kind of set up a level standard, I guess you could say. You have to be consistent, and your works have to be reasonable enough. They have to be the quality standard to be able to be accepted into the game and whatnot. Cool. Okay, awesome. So I've been talking non-stop over the past few days, and I was supposed to be taking some time off. That was more specifically for streams. For my YouTube videos, I'm never going to stop. I need help. Please help me. All right, so with that, thank you very much for watching me. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, happy holidays, and with anything else that you celebrate, I hope you all enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy the lead up to the new year. So with that, thank you all for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed yourself, and I'll see you later.